What is going on YouTube? Bandit back here, Rule Legends TV. Back for the first time in months. Probably almost 8 months now. If not, probably 6 months. 6 to 8 months. Anyway, guys, I'm back. It's been a busy summer for me. Started homesteading, off grid living a little bit. Trying to be a little more self sufficient because let's be real here. Shit's getting bad out there, guys. Today we're going to talk about some of that shit, and I've got probably videos coming out the rest of this week talking about how bad shit's getting out there. So I appreciate y'all sticking around. I know I've probably lost some viewers. These videos might not get but 10 views. I don't care. Hopefully those 10 people who watch learn something or start to think about what's going on. Today we're talking about our favorite topic, the topic that really blew my channel up, rare breed triggers and the force reset trigger. So let's dive into it, guys. If you're new to the channel, which probably not any of y'all, consider subscribing. We're going to do a lot more videos now that things are winding down for us, and we can get out to the range. We can get more information out to y'all. So we're going to give it our best, and we got some good stuff coming. So consider subscribing. Rare breed triggers. Our favorite love to hate company. Just you either love them, you hate them, you're indifferent. It don't matter. They have been in the spotlight for a long time. A lot of people bought their stuff. A lot of people got hemmed up with their stuff. But here we are, 2023 September, and we're finally getting some court cases rolling. So what do we have so far? We've got in the Fifth Circuit down in Fort Worth, Texas, Judge Reed O'Connor, I believe that's right, issued a temporary restraining order back on the 31st of August for the named plaintiffs, NAGR, Lawrence DeMonico, those folks, against the ATF and the federal government from enforcing anything against these folks with the rare breed forced reset triggers. It may just be force reset triggers in general. It may not specifically mention the FRT 15. If you know if it does or not, put it in the comments down below. Love to know what y'all know. So we've got that. Cool. 5-6 days later, lo and behold, the judge out in New York, Boston, I think it was, decided to issue a preliminary injunction in favor of the ATF, saying that, oh, well, force reset triggers are machine guns and machine gun conversion kits. And this is a win for the ATF there, but we've got a probable, it is a win in the Fifth Circuit. Now, the interesting thing is that the Fifth Circuit is the same folks who ruled that the bump stock ban was unconstitutional. That they were not machine guns by definition. And the ATF was just completely disregarding the language of the NFA and just coming up with whatever rules they wanted to. Oh, you can shoot faster? Machine gun. It's interesting because now you've got, Reuters published an article about the preliminary injunction out of New York, and even mentioned that these devices allow a shooter to shoot as fast as a machine gun. Not saying shoot a machine gun, shoot as fast as a machine gun. So we're starting to see more and more where the federal government, the ATF, and gun controllers are pushing for speed of shots as opposed to actual functions of a trigger. There's been a lot of conversations, and I think Lawrence DeMonico talked some in a video where he talked about the ATF use language about, continuous rearward pressure on the trigger, and language that just indicates enhanced speed of firing and not actually multiple rounds per single function of the trigger. So now we have this duality in the courts where, Fifth Circuit says, no, there's good chances this is unlawful. And then you got, of course, the cherry-picked judge for the government saying, no, it's a machine gun. Where does this leave us? Well, if you're an everyday citizen, chances are you're going to get a letter from the ATF, if you haven't already, if you bought an FRT or a wide open trigger. Interestingly enough, Operation Resident Recall, the ATF operation to get FRTs and wide open triggers out of the hands of civilians. They are basically in version 3.0 now, and they are sending nasty gram letters out to people telling them they have machine guns. And it seems like it's mostly people who bought directly from Rare Breed on their website, and the packages were shipped under the name of Redbeard Treasures. So if that's you, I would expect a letter in the mail. I'm not going to give you any legal advice. I'm not an attorney. If you do get a letter, go seek counsel. Get an attorney. Washington gun law is always on top of this stuff. He says to reach out to him if you don't know who your attorney in your state is. Go check out Washington gun law. Dude's awesome. I watch his videos all the time. Feel free to reach out to him. Well, I'm just going to say feel free to reach out to him, but I don't know. Watch his videos. He'll tell you to reach out to him. If you're looking for a lawyer in your area, they'll get y'all connected. But get a lawyer and get in front of it before you get in trouble. Because the Fifth Circuit temporary restraining order only applies to National Association of Gun Rights, the listed people there. It does not cover members. It's not like the pistol brace injunction where it covered all, GOA and FPC members, stuff like that, or whoever it was. It's not that yet. It could change. I don't know. But we're reaching a point now where we have this duality in the courts, and the only way it can go is up. So when you have two different rulings in a court, in different courts at a lower level, it has to go up and eventually gets to the Supreme Court, because the Supreme Court has to come in and say, okay, there's clearly differing opinions. We have to make sure that this is, the right way, and the Supreme Court issues a ruling. Now, will the Supreme Court take up an FRT case? I don't know. I'm not optimistic about it. Everybody, wants to beat the chest and say, yeah, Supreme Court, we can do it. They've dropped the ball on a lot of 2A cases. Just being realistic here, guys. We could be hopeful, but I'm not going to bet the farm on it. So we're sitting at kind of a fork in the road, right? I know a lot of people just kind of want this crap to end. We keep hearing about it, keep talking about it. Lawrence Monaco keeps putting his stuff out. People love to hate him. People love him. I don't know. Kind of indifferent at this point. I don't know where we sit. I think that the precedent that's being set by the ATF is extremely dangerous, because they're completely disregarding the NFA. They're completely disregarding what the text and definitions mean, and they're just coming up with bullshit, explanations. Oh, well, you can shoot faster, so it's a machine gun. Oh, you can shoulder it, so it's a short barrel rifle. Oh, you can, put a dildo on the end of your rifle, so now it's a suppressor. You can put a paper towel tube on the end of your rifle, now it's a suppressor. What's next? Are they anything that can go over a barrel going to be considered a damn suppressor? Are they going to consider flash hiders and compensators suppressors? Because it sounds different. It sounds different than than a barrel with no muzzle device. Well, what's the next step? Where does the tyranny lead to? And I'll tell you, we've got some other videos coming out after this that are going to talk about some more tyranny that's coming out. The rules on, if you sell a gun, you've got to have an FFL now, and the government coming after your gunpowder. That's actually happening. I'm going to talk about it. The ATF wants to know what your gunpowder stores are, where they are, and how much you have. Anyway, guys, I digress. Kind of getting ahead of myself. I haven't made a video in a while, guys. I apologize. I haven't made a video in a while. I'm kind of excited. We're getting back into it. I've got videos coming up on some surplus guns, but I'm going to be putting these videos out talking about what's going on in the 2A world right now. It's kind of a shit show, guys. We can only hope that the courts are on our side, and we will just have to play it by ear. As always, support the people that support you. Gun Owners of America, Firearms Policy Coalition, National Association of Gun Rights. If you've got a local state organization, support them. NRA, fuck the NRA. I don't know. Anyway, guys, Let me know what y'all think. If you've gotten a letter from the ATF about your forced reset trigger, let me know. Hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on. I got my email down in the comment section or in the box below. Y'all know the deal. So I appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate you sticking around, listening to me ramble. But guys, we were kind of on the cusp of something huge here, and we need to see where the fork in the road is going to lead us. But stay tuned, guys. We got plenty of coming. And we got plenty more coming. So y'all know the deal. Stay armed, stay safe, keep your heads on swivel. Y'all be good. We'll see you in the next one.